Hey, welcome back to Overall Living. So, Tank asked me to do a video on real world using the Milwaukee in real time. I'm not saying they're better than gas saws. They're pretty good little saws. They're handy if you got a bunch of batteries laying on hand. So I got it here this morning. I got a 5 in it. I don't know if you can see it. She's full. We're just going to chop up what's left of this tree here a little bit. I can't do this with this guy here. But anyway, we'll try to get some real-time views, a real-time saw footage. One thing, I guess a couple of things, you know, just like gas-powered batteries die, especially my smaller batteries. The bigger batteries do better. What else? You have to check your bar, you know, your bar lubrication, because you know, you don't change out a battery like you change out fuel. You don't just run out and fill them both up at the same time. It's easy to be in the middle of a cut, snatch a battery and swap them real fast. What else? One of these has an aftermarket chain on it. One of them, mine, has the original chain on it. This one here, although we have flipped the bar over already once. What else? The chains on them, you have to keep up with the chains. If you get them loose, they'll pop off pretty easy. They have the little chuck. Can you see that? They have the little chain tool in there. Yeah, I know, I scratched my hand on the tree already trying to get this set up. So they have your little scrunch in there, and you're supposed to be able to just stick a finger in there and pull it out, but my fingers are either too big or I'm not strong enough, so I've been just taking these little sticks. I should have brought my tripod. I've been just taking a little stick and sticking in there whatever I can find to pop it out. Terrible footage, terrible. Okay. Simulate. So I've just been taking a little stick in there to pop it out. And I know I didn't just do it, but it's hard to do without my tripod. I forgot my tripod. But it's got the little tool stuck in there, which is kind of cool. You think electric saw, you're like, man, there's no way that an electric saw is worthy. And this one is pretty tough. These are tough. I'm impressed with them. They're lighter, not super lighter. Don't take my word for that. They're not really, really light. Depending on battery size, they're lighter or heavier. This one doesn't weigh hardly anything today with a 5 in it. That one over there, focus. That one's probably got a, I don't know, looks like maybe a 6 or a 9 in it. It's probably a little bit heavier than this one. The 12s are fairly heavy. So anyway, this is what we got left. That's pretty good size right there. It's 15 inches of bar on this chainsaw. Sticking out, it's a 16-inch bar, right? So you figure that's, I don't know, roughly 18 inches, 18 to 20 inches. Pretty good size limb out through there. I'm gonna cut some of that up. We just cut that one up. These saws stick easy, so you kind of have to change the way, I don't know if that one's stuck or not, but you kind of have to change the way you saw. You got to pay real close attention to digging in too deep. They have torque. They're torquey. They're not fast, if that makes sense. But you have to pay attention to how you're digging in. And if you get into the dogs, you'll kill your batteries faster. So anyway, enough blabbing. We're gonna do a little cutting and see what happens. Okay, we're gonna try to cut this big one off without having any problems. I think my chain's tight. I'm lubed up. I got a 3-bar on my 5 amp hour battery. I'm gonna undercut it a little bit, then I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna try to cut it off.
How big is it?
I figured it's about 20 inches or so. I figured it's close. It's, what did you say?
1820.
1820? I think that's what I said earlier.
You got a wedge?
I don't have one on me, but there's one close. You can still see from that?
Sure.
Stop it?
No. That's what editing software is for.
I'll leave all that in.
Yeah, I don't care. All right.
Battery's hot. I need a real battery, huh?
It's getting serious. Grab that battery out of my saw, or grab my saw.
I got too hard on it.
That's what she said.
That's it. All right, so the little batteries don't work as good as your big batteries.
Jump down, grab out of the saw quick. Right there. On the stump.
Oh. Real world, real life scenarios, right?
Yep. Live action. Kiki.
I'll make my video a whole different video.
Careful that truck doesn't roll.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
So careful that trunk doesn't roll. Too late now.
No, that wasn't going to. It's got that other Y over there.
Any famous words?
Right. Any famous words?
Uh-huh.
It's like carving a turkey dinner. Big saw would have went through it faster. guess I'll move around too. There she is. I think it's done. It's just sitting against your wedge.
Yeah, I need to pop it with the tractor.
How much battery you got? I'm just interested.
2 bars.
Nice. And that's the 12?
Yep.
Yeah, that's an awesome battery. Good job.
Yeah.
That's what we needed to see. See, these things are real. What do you think that thing is? 3 foot?
I don't know. We'll see when we push it over.
It's pretty big.
I'm gonna come from your side.
That's the difference in a hobbyist, a hobbyist, and somebody who can do this for real. I would have stuck my saw in there somewhere, I'm sure, but they do work. They work well. I don't like them for the big cutting. They will do it, but all this lemon and everything, all these limbs, they are awesome for that. Some of this bigger stuff, like this one that I cut earlier today, it was hard for me. I'm not as experienced with it, but these little saws will kick some tail on all that smaller stuff. I mean, I can run my 5 amp hour battery half a day cutting the littler stuff. You know, de-lemon, some of these smaller things. I cut up most of this yesterday. Some of this stuff we did today, but most of the stuff that's out there in the piles we cut up yesterday. And we didn't have battery problems and all that stuff. So I guess that's it. You take it how you want to take it. I like them. I still haven't switched to a gas-powered saw yet, so I'm guessing I'm giving them a chance. They're light, they're fun, they're interesting. So I'll keep filming a little bit here and there throughout the day, I guess. But we're almost done.
Come look at this.
You want that pile?
Yeah.
Let's look at that. Beautiful. Well, that was one of the things we were going to talk about, or I was going to talk about. It's keeping that hole cleaned out. I'm looking at the saw and I'm not looking at, I think I was filming tree. touching the ground. You cannot reach it. Break your ankle on camera. Good job.
That's 10 seconds.
That's good. All right, so put a hot battery in it. Put the 6 amp hour battery in it, and it's the high output. But we're gonna chop this log down, and hopefully it won't roll over on me. Stuck. I ran it too hard.
Stop.
All right, so I jammed that bar. We're gonna cheat a little bit.
Undercut or you'll stick that one.
What did you say?
Said undercut or you'll stick that one.
Yeah.
Go under.
That's weird. It's actually pinching up.
Yeah, it's because those small limbs down on the bottom down there.
Your battery's dead.
Yeah.
Well, you've been using it all morning.
Yeah. I was using it before you got here.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, this video's not gonna play. Cut that one here, huh?
I ain't gonna tell you where to cut.
Cut this in half?
Yes, sir.
What do you think about here?
Yep.
Big nasty curve.